Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, the one and only P-Dog Knight.
For a second there, I thought we got the glitch, but who knows? It could be coming by talking about the wrong thing. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. I'm your host, Marty, also known as P-Dog Knight on the internet, and welcome back to the P-Dog Knight channel, where sometimes a man just can't get a word in edgewise. You know what I'm saying? I mean, gosh, you ask a question, then you don't want to hear the answer. Oh, I'm previewing what that little thing there is. Happy Funky Friday, and also Q&A day, the day where you get to hijack the show in multiple ways. In fact, I see Gunfox has already dropped a Hamilton over on Rumble on the Rumble rant. So thank you, Gunfox61, dropping Hamilton. Oh wait, that opened up in the wrong place. Oh geez, yeah, the old it's an update on the Hunter Biden story. We'll do that update. What the hell? I think we'll do that before the main. Well, the main topic is it's a free for all. So if we don't get to any of the topics I have up on the old screen on this side, well, so be it. But we'll see. No, you didn't break the stream. How'd you break the stream? The stream's still going, isn't it? Did this thing die? Are we doing an F? What the hell? Oh, good Lord. Did it die? Can you guys still see me? I'm moving in my side. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't even want to look now. Oh, I see. No, it's working. What the hell? There's nothing wrong here. Okay, never mind. I'm panicked because you know how this has been going on this channel, and I don't even know what to do about it. I've been trying to fix this over and over. I might have to switch just to regular OBS if this Streamlabs OBS keeps fucking with me. But anyway, hi. Let's say hi to everybody and get the show started because, you know, we don't want to talk about me. We want to talk about all the crazy stuff in the world and things that you bring up in the chat and whatever. So let's do that. First, the chat over on Rumble. Mr. Avocados Diabli gets the bell. And more than that, also good morning, Gunfox61, our absolutely wonderful administrator of the P-Dog Knight Discord server. Also, good morning to Mike Savage, Blarg, and there's probably, it says there's 5 or 6 other people over there on Rumble. If you're watching, just say hi in the chat, and then you can skedaddle. But don't skedaddle before you say hi, because I know some of you are watching on both Rumble and YouTube. So, got him. Oh, no, we're going. All right. Then, I see what you mean by breaking the stream. You mean like breaking me? Gunfox, you can't break me. My head may explode once in a while, but I just pick up the parts and put them right back in. So just don't even worry about it, okay? No, you can't do it. Oh, and now, looks like Gunfox did another one. This time on Streamlabs, which makes you the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you, Gunfox61, dropping another Hamilton in the tip jar. It says, lies, lies, lies.
Yeah. China is asshole.
China always lies. Okay, well, we're going to see that one too. Maybe it'll open in the right spot this time. Ah, yes. I remember this one too. All right, let me fix this. Oh my God. You know, and me being a connoisseur of what you just put up on this screen makes me chuckle a little bit. Anyway, all right, let's get into the show. Let's put them. Oh, I gotta say hi to the people on YouTube. First in the chat on YouTube is Somnambule Nation. Yeah. Also, good morning, Kara Soldiers in the house. Good morning, Avocados Diabli. I'll just play your music again. Let's see. Rod Lyons in the house. I said Kara Soldier. Zed the Snarky. Good morning, sir. Scribe Light. Dog Thrapple. Nice to have you here, Scribe, as always. Good morning also. Number one. I like saying that. I don't know why. Maybe it's just I like. What's the guy's name that plays Picard? Number one. I like talking like him because it's, you know, I think maybe. I don't even know what to say because I don't know what Picard would say. Just number one. That's about all I can do. Let's see. Mike Savage, Blarg. I said that. but that was on the other place. Also, good morning, Big Dave, 1066 is in the house. Tyler F is here. Good morning. I said Zed the Starkey. And Lynn, where is everybody? Is there only 7 people here? 12? Patrick, yes, Patrick Stewart. Yes, Patrick Stewart. Marty, are you sure you want to challenge the king of the ranting empire, the lord of news, the owner of the world's largest salt mine, saying that I can break me, cannot break me? Whoa. That's what Gunfox is saying over on Rumble. Hello, Sully. What's up? Nice to have you here. So anyway, maybe we just need to... All right, look, y'all. I know y'all are sharing the stream. Some of you are. In fact, thank you to the people who've already done that. Somnambule Nation, of course. Also, oh my God, there's a Darwin Award too. You didn't put this in there, Gunfox, but I have to mention this Darwin Award one too. So you get a bonus one even without a Hamilton, because I saw you put up this the other day or yesterday. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh. Thanks to people who've already shared the stream, like the Somnambule Nation does every day. Scribe Light, Dog Thrapple. Thank you. Also, someone called. Well, what is this person? I don't know. It's just called Follow You. I don't even know why. They're following one person and they have 9 followers, and I don't even. But thank you, whoever followed you is, and then that's it. You're... I said, have you even... Oh, yeah, I've been putting some little quips on Twitter X, the app formerly known as Twitter, behind my announcement of the show. The first one was like, have you ever watched my damn show? This is the day. Where you at? Show starting. Now I'm really wondering where people are at, though, so I'm going to just do this. Here, let me put this one. Next is... Well, maybe if my computer decides to work. What the hell is that? Wait, what the hell? I'm supposed to be in... No. What? Not related post. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, here we go. I'm going to go... Hello? We'll see if anyone... see if we get anybody new. I just want to see... All right, do me a favor, guys. Here's what I want to see today. I want to see if we can get 3 new viewers today. And I need help with that because I'm busy talking to yous. And if yous can help me out a little bit, that would be fan-fucking-tastic. All right, shall we get into this show? Because it is Free for All Friday. If you want to talk about things in the chat, or there's something that you want me to talk about in the chat, or if you want to drop an article, drop a Hamilton in the tip jar, and that hijacks the show. It doesn't have to be a Hamilton on Fridays, because sometimes it could just be you happen to mention something in the chat, and I'll try to pay attention today, which is not always the same. And we'll just talk about it, or we'll find an article about it or something, because there's lots of stuff going on, and in fact, some of you already given me some ideas. But let's talk about what's happening in the world first, because I always try to tell you what's happening in the world, like the most trending stuff, the new stuff, whatever. And today, it is a monumental freaking holiday today. I can't even tell you how happy I am to celebrate this day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's freaking National Donut Day. Yes, it's National Donut Day. It is oh yes, a delayed second round of cheers. It's National fucking Donut Day, guys. I mean, I didn't know we had a National Donut Day, but I am here for it, and maybe I will have a donut today just because of National Donut Day. Am I really disjointed today? Or is it just the stream fucking up, coming in and out? Anyway, it's National Donut Day. How can you not celebrate National Donut? This is an account called Joey Bag of Donuts, who has a picture of a bunch of donuts and other pastries that are similar to donuts. This is the donut glossary, I guess. So let's go down the donut glossary and see how accurate the donut glossary is. But I suppose you want to see the whole damn thing, so let's put it full screen here. All right, here's the National Donut Glossary. Now, this, I guess, is supposed to be called a glazed twist. Can you see my cursor? Is it visible? I can't. I can't tell if you see the, but the first one up here is a glazed twist, a Long John chocolate frosted maple bacon bar. Ooh, I like me some maple bacon bars. Devil's Food, that's just a cake donut. There's a jelly donut. There's a glazed donut filled with jelly. A bear claw, because it looks like a big old paw. A blueberry cake donut, a crumb cake. I'm not big on crumb cakes. Coconut, what? Ew. Well, no, I guess coconut's okay if you're in the mood. What's ube, though? UBE. What the hell is a ube donut? Never heard of it. Old fashioned? Yep, heard of that. Strawberry frosted. Wonut? What the hell is a wonut? What the hell is that? It looks like a... Well, it looks like it's filled with cream and topped with crumbled Oreos or some shit. And then there's the classic glazed donut, the buttermilk, the cinnamon twist, the French cruller, I'm not big on those cruller ones either. It's kind of like eating Chinese food. You know, you eat Chinese food and you're hungry 10 minutes later. Those crullers are not a good filling donut. They're just weird and they taste funny. They feel funny in your mouth. And not into the crullers. Boston cream, sugar donuts, apple fritters. Love me some apple fritters sometimes. If it's a good apple fritter. Have you ever had a bad apple fritter? Like it was either not cooked enough in the middle or it was a little too crispy on the outside or something. It's just not the same. It has to be a good apple fritter. A spud nut. What the hell is a spud nut? Never heard of it. Vanilla frosted donut holes, croissant donut, and a maple bar. Now, does anyone have a favorite in that list? Bear claws feel like sucking on toes for breakfast. Ew. Ew. Who would think of that? Who the hell would think of that? Well, obviously you did. Okay. Speaking of donuts, I do have my requisite cup of coffee today. Today it's in the Taylor's Made Right cup. Taylor's Made Right, staple of Marshalltown, Iowa, where they make loose meat sandwiches, and they are delicious, and they're the only place probably left in the world that makes them correctly. So if you're ever anywhere near central Iowa, make a detour to Marshalltown and go to Taylor's Made Right. It has the same counter they had that they built 95 years ago. And it is one of those places in Marshalltown when my grandparents lived in Marshalltown, Iowa. And whenever we would go to Marshalltown, my dad would piss off my grandmother because she always knew when we were coming because we'd tell her. And then my dad would always stop at Made Rights. We'd grab some Made Rights. And every time we'd grab Made Rights and we'd go to my grandmother's. And my grandmother would look at my dad and she said, now, you know, I'd have some food ready for you. Because my grandmother, my grandma's like one of those people, like, the old grandmas that, you have, like when you're at your grandma's house for like a couple days or 2 or 3 days, whatever. My grandmother would make breakfast, right? She'd make beautiful breakfast, right? And before we were done eating breakfast, she would start talking about what she would be making for lunch. And then, and so we get done with breakfast and then she'd like literally start cooking lunch. And then we wouldn't eat lunch at a specific time, but she'd have it ready. And then when you're almost done eating lunch, she'd be talking about what she's cooking for dinner, which you'd have at about 5 o'clock. We were always eating at my grandma's house. But the best thing about it is my grandmother was old school when it comes to cooking. So I didn't mind, but you always felt like everything revolved around food at my grandma's house, which was okay because it was good food. But again, it was just, you'd never, let's just say you're never hungry at my grandma's house. But she would get so mad when my dad, we'd stop at Made Rights and get a bunch. They're like burgers, but they're loose meat. They chop them up. And for whatever reason, I'm pretty much sure the only season they put in the hamburger is salt and pepper. And actually, it's ground chuck. They use the same ground chuck from the same farmer or the same supplier for almost 50 years now. And I don't know why they're so good. It's like crumbled hamburger, and then it have mustard, onions, and pickles. No ketchup in the building. Okay, they didn't even have French fries, but they had these burgers, and then you had, that you get chips or whatever, and they had homemade pie there too. Oh, Taylor's Made Right was awesome, and it still is because I was there. Just over a year ago was the last time I went to Taylor's Made Right. I actually made a detour on the way home just so I could stop at Taylor's Made Right. So there you go. So that's where the cup of the day is Taylor's Made Right. Good morning, Unacceptable Views. All right, enough about my nostalgia, me and donuts. Celebrity birthday today. Oh, one of my favorites of all time. One of the great entertainers. All right, there's this term called blue-eyed soul, like the white dudes that can sing like black dudes. And same supply beef for 50 years. Damn, it hasn't spoiled. No, same supplier, not the same supply. They had some new cows, avocado family. Anyway, one of my favorite of all time of the kind of the blue-eyed soul kind of people is his birthday today. And that would be none other than the great, and I mean great, Welsh singer, Mr. Tom Jones. Here's a picture of him singing with Wilson Pickett. What were they singing? They did a little medley on here, and unfortunately I don't think I can play it. But yeah, Tom Jones, happy 80. How old is he? He's 80 something. He is 84 years old today. Legendary musician, and I'll tell you what. Remember I talked about Tom Jones once before, and I was talking about how Tom Jones could. He could blow back in the day. He was something else. In fact, here, I'm gonna just take a chance. If this gets demonetized, I don't care. Because here's Tom Jones, which this is him singing "She's a Lady." You know the song. What she's only ever want, she's the kind that like to flaunt and take the deal. Now this is him singing live. I think maybe in Las Vegas back in the day. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Okay, so that Tom Jones, okay? Now, and I told you last time I talked about Tom Jones that even at 80, whatever, now he's 84, he was at the D-Day celebration yesterday. The D-Day anniversary, commemoration. And here's Tom Jones singing at D-Day at 84 years old. Now listen how powerful this man's voice is still at 84 years old. Listen to Tom Jones.
Tom Jones, chanteur britannique, un peu plus de 80 ans qu'on va écouter.
I will hold back the evening of your son, but I won't crumble with you if you fall. I will shadow the heat of your day, and I'll drink from the sweat of your brow. I will walk to the tune of your song.
Now, and as I listen to this,
But I won't crumble with you if you fall.
all right, that's a great example. And I recently that because as you age, your voice just weakens some, and this guy can still just sing so well. They have the show The Voice. There's a British version of it. He's one of the one of the coaches on that show, and every so often, probably every other show, the other judges get him to sing something just because they're all in awe of him. And yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Avocado Stab says Delilah is his best song. That's funny because it's about stabbing. It's about stabbing a bitch. What isn't it crazy? Now I think it was maybe it was when the Olympics were in Great Britain the last time, and I remember watching the crowd, and the song Delilah came on, and the whole crowd singing along to Delilah, including like Prince William and the people in the royal box. I don't think the Queen was there. And I was thinking, the whole crowd singing along to this song, Delilah, Delilah. And I'm like, this is a song about a guy like jealous murdering his girlfriend, you know? I mean, it's such a, if you listen to the lyrics, it's such a morbid song. But yeah, I mean, it is a great song, but it's like really like wild what he's singing about. Or if you like the song, The Green, Green Grass of Home, which I don't know if he made it famous or somebody else did, but his version made the charts back in probably 1968 or 69 or whatever. And The Green Green Grass of Home is about a guy on death row, and talking about how he's wants to be buried under the old under the tree that he and his girlfriend used to first kissed or whatever. And if you actually listen to the song, because I remember always hearing that song as a kid, and I never really listened to the lyrics. And I'm just like, oh, it's good to touch the green, green grass of home. And then, as a few years ago, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm listening to the song, and I'm like, oh, this dude's sitting in prison, about to be killed, and he's gonna be buried under that tree that he fell in love with his sweet Mary. And I'm like, it's kind of wild. But he had a lot of wild songs back in the day. What's New Pussycat, and whatever the one I just showed you. And but Tom Jones, his voice is just amazing. And yes, when he did Kiss with Art of Noise, that was freaking amazing. It really was. It was just an amazing thing. So anyway, happy birthday to the the still great Tom Jones. All right, spent way a lot more time on that than I planned to, but I'm a Tom Jones fan, so you can just suck it. Let's go. Anyone else new show up yet? Are we still, where is everybody? It's Friday. Where is everybody? Hit the like button, by the way. I'd appreciate it if you're thinking about it. All right, moving on. Also trending right now, Mr. Pat Sajak, and I it's weird. Pat's trending, but Vanna White's not. Apparently, Pat Sajak has done his final episode, and Vanna have done their final episode of Wheel of Fortune. Now, I really want to play this little farewell speech that he did on here, but I don't know if I'm allowed. But here, let's do this. I'm gonna put up a New York Post article on this. Pat Sajak says goodbye to Wheel of Fortune viewers in an emotional video. The time has come. I mean, isn't it wild? How long have they been on Wheel of Fortune? It's been 40 years or more than that, probably. He's 77 years old, and Vanna's still the spokesmodel, and she's in her probably 70s, I'm guessing. The Wheel of Fortune host bid an emotional goodbye to viewers in a video shared hours before his final episode of the game show airing on Friday. The famed host, 77, stood on the set of the ABC show as he addressed the loyal fans directly in the camera. Well, the time has come to say goodbye. He began, I have a few thanks and acknowledgments before I go, and I want to start with all of you watching out there. It's been an incredible privilege to be invited into millions of homes night after night, year after year, decade after decade. So there's Pat and Vanna back in the day when Vanna would never wear a bra, and everyone loved that. I've always felt like the privilege came with the responsibility to keep this daily half hour a safe place for family fun. What? They've had some, let's just say there have been some not so family friendly guesses at some of the puzzles. But anyway, but he said, he went on, no social issues, no politics, nothing embarrassing, I hope, just a game. That's true. He didn't bring his politics into the game, even though he was fairly pretty much on the right as far as game show hosts. He said, but gradually it became more than that. He continued, a place where kids learn their letters, where people from other countries hone their English skills, where families came together along with friends and neighbors and entire generations. He added, what an honor to play even a small part of that. Thank you for allowing me into your lives. Sajak kicked off hosting the Wheel of Fortune in 1981, so it was 43 years ago. and has taped more than 8,000 episodes alongside his partner, letter turner Vanna White. He announced his decision to step down after 41 seasons in June 2023. And then, the time has come. I've decided that our 41st season, which begins September, will be my last. He added, it's been a wonderful ride, and I'll have more to say in the coming months. Many thanks to you all. If nothing else, I'll keep the clickbait sites busy. White will stay on as she extend her contract after the news through the 2026 season. Ryan Seacrest will replace Sajak for season 42 in the fall. I don't know about watching it. Hello, Asan, by the way. And then White will stay on. Let's see. Oh, I said that. White, she's 67 years old. White released her own tearful video about Sajak's departure on Thursday. I can't believe tomorrow is our last show together, she said. I don't know how to put into words what these past 41 years have meant to me. I'm going to try. You made me who I am. You really did. Oh gosh, what an incredible and unforgettable journey we've had, and I've enjoyed every minute of it with you. So, congratulations to Pat Sajak for finally getting to retire. I mean, he had to wait till 77, probably because, with the economy it is, you got to keep working, you know what I mean? Vanna should have married a dude with the surname Turner. Yes, that'd be funny. Okay. All right. So there you go. Pat Sajak. Also, it's kind of a celebrity day. It's Dolly Parton is trending also. Dolly Parton. And apparently, she's trending. Okay. Every once in a while, and so we're starting to call them the woke right, but every once in a while, I didn't change the thing. Every once in a while, the fellow traveling media of the right of mine, every once in a while they make just some really dumb, unforced errors. Just dumb, unforced errors, okay? And I am concerned. Hello, Mercury. How you doing? Was it canceled? No, Wheel of Fortune is still going. No, it's still going. And in fact, Ryan Seacrest is going to take over Pat Sajak's job. Vanna White's going to stay on until 2026, and then they'll probably get some hot new young babe to be the letter turners. Or actually, now they just touch the touch screens now. But anyway, okay. Okay, let me get back to what I was saying. Every once in a while, the right media makes an unforced error. And I think in this case, you are making an unforced error when you go after Dolly fucking Parton. Okay? What the hell? That's wrong there. Let's try that again. Oh, shit! Oh, it worked. Okay, it's still good. Still good. I froze for a second. I was concerned. This is an unforced error by the Federalist, who has people fired up about them saying anything even possibly negative about Dolly Parton. They put out an article called "There's Nothing Loving About Dolly Parton's False Gospel." Dolly Parton's false gospel isn't loving, it's destructive. Oh God, no. Don't go after Dolly. I don't care if she goes and French kisses George Soros. Do not go after Dolly Parton. She can do no wrong no matter what she does, and you're just taking a chance. Everybody, and I mean everybody, loves Dolly Parton. I don't know why, just because she put on that Dallas Cowboy cheerleader outfit a couple years ago at 79 or whatever, how fucking old she is. Do not go after Dolly Parton. I'm just saying. That's all I got to say. That's why she's trending. In fact, I'm just going to shut up and pretend I didn't see it. Let's move on. Dr. Phil is trending. Dr. Phil apparently just posted a one-on-one interview with none other than the guy with the funny hair. Oh my God. Now I have a feeling that some lefties will lose their mind over this. I'm not going to air it because it's an hour and 11 minutes. And I don't even think there's commercials. It's just it says it's a no holds barred one-on-one interview. And as they were doing this interview, Dr. Phil did a Trump price check. He said, well, we'll do the price check. I don't know if I even play Dr. Phil videos or not. Breaking, Dr. Phil's entire audience shocked to learn that TikTok banned their promo video for the Trump interview just because Trump was in it. Oh, wow. Let's hear this. Let's hear Dr. Phil.
I'll tell you what, we put up promos on the social media platforms about the interview for people to watch. And we submitted a promo to TikTok. And they said, well, we need to review this. To see if it's
an interview
consistent
with the former president of the United States.
It was just the promo here. I mean, it wasn't saying let's go stomp baby kittens to death or anything. And usually, now I don't do a lot of this myself, it gets put up, but usually the review is like 10 seconds because they run it through like an algorithm or something and make sure it doesn't have something in it that shouldn't be there. And an hour later, which is usually like 2 seconds or 10 seconds, an hour later, the message came back rejected. They would not put it up. And which is really disturbing to me because it was just a news promo. It was just a news promo. And
that's crazy. That is crazy. Now, we know that whoever does the TikTok American moderation or whatever, we know they're just crazy lefties. But like someone says in the chat, they gave Donald Trump a TikTok. So what's the point of, why would you censor a promotion for an interview with Donald Trump? I don't even know. Have they taken down Donald Trump's TikTok yet? I don't think they have. That's insane. That is insane. Hello, GDSOB. What's up? So that's part of why Dr. Phil's trending. Also, he's been trending because, well, I'm sure he's trending mostly because of the interview. Here, Dr. Phil told Trump to his face that people are telling him they weren't fans before and didn't ever donate to him, but now they will be voting for Trump. Here, let's watch this one too. We'll watch one more clip and then we're going to move on.
Out of the job we did.
You have rallied people. I had people in my focus group the other night that said, I have not voted for Trump before. I have not been a Trump fan before, but I have donated to Trump because he has inspired me. I have donated to him and I am voting for him now, and I have not before, but he has inspired me.
Actually, it's been a beautiful thing to watch. Thank you.
Mr. President, it's been an honor speaking with you.
Because that was at the end of the interview. So anyway, I'm going to leave this link. Obviously, when I send out the links, this section here, I'll put a link directly to the entire interview that Dr. Phil put up here on his own X account. So there you go. It'll be in the links today, the full interview, which is this tweet right here. There you go. All right, let's move on. And anytime Dr. Phil trends, sometimes Oprah trends, but I'm not sure why Oprah's trending today. Lots of people tweeting about Oprah. Some of them, okay, my computer froze again. Some of them talking about, wait, this is kind of funny. This is a meme of sorts saying, wait till people find out it all leads to Oprah Winfrey, because they got a picture of her with Diddy. They have a picture of them with, who the hell is that? I'm not sure who that is. This is Weinstein and this is Bill Cosby. So they're saying, yeah, all these scandals are because of Oprah Winfrey. Well, you remember she had a little problem with that girls' school too. But also people are saying, hey, remember when they all loved Donald Trump before he ran for the president of the United States? Got a picture of Oprah, Diddy. Those are some of those same people. Jesse Jackson, Muhammad Ali. Wait, who was that? Was that Little John? Yeah! Was that Little John? Yeah! Sorry, couldn't help it. Anyway, that's true. I'm not going to play it because there's music in it. And then New Donald Trump tells Dr. Phil that Oprah used to really like him, but once he ran for president and started advocating for strong borders, they sort of lost contact with one another. Oprah used to really like. Okay, yeah. So that's another part of the clip from Donald Trump. So anyway, that's why Oprah's trending. Not unusual for her to trend. The department store chain Kohl's is trending also, and partially because Kohl's pulled out of the Republican National Convention supposedly in a major rebuke to Trump. Because, so the Republican National Convention this year is going to be in Milwaukee, the town of beer and festivals. And when I say beer and festival, no joke. Every other house in the neighborhood has a ham sign because it's really a bar. And they have festivals like starting as soon as the snow melts, and basically every weekend the festival grounds in Milwaukee has some sort of crazy festival, like an ethnic festival or summer fest or music fest or blues fest or jazz fest or 80s hair band fest, or it's the Hump Day Fest, where they have just a festival on Wednesday. They have festivals every weekend in Milwaukee. I'm just telling you, especially in the summer. Anyway, but Kohl's, the department store based in Milwaukee, have you ever heard of Herb Kohl? He was one of the not founders or whatever, family owners of Kohl's department stores. Apparently they're pulling out of the Republican National Convention in a rebuke to Trump. And so Joey Manarino says, okay, you worthless store, we're going to Bud Light the fuck out of you. Boycott Kohl's. They clearly want to lose half their customer base. I will never shop at that trashy store again in my life. There's a Kohl's down the street from me, and they don't get a lot of business. In fact, I think they're on the verge of bankruptcy. So who knows? But anyway, Kohl's. Oh, this is funny because this is a sign at some Kohl's location where the sign says Kohl's, Staples, Dick's. I'm not sure if that's the juxtaposition you want your store's name with, but that's an actual sign in some town that's what that in strip. That's what's that in that strip mall. I can't even talk.
You're a line,
man.
You're a line dog. You're a line dog.
The thing.
One of those. Yeah, Kohl's, Staples, Dick's. Anyway, Kohl's, I think, is on the verge of bankruptcy anyway. But George Conway, he's married to Skeletor. What's her name? The Trump lady. He says, good for Kohl's. No self-respecting business should support the cultish and mendacious idolation of a depraved sociopath and convicted felon. You know what's funny about these? Now he's one of those Lincoln Project guys, I think, or he used to be until he found out the head of the Lincoln Project was a pedo. But it's so funny how they talk about how Trump is such a hateful, evil, blah, blah, blah human being, right? But you know what? Do you ever notice how much hate they have for Donald Trump? It's like Donald Trump's a happy-go-lucky dude compared to these people. They are just overwhelmed with hate by using this kind of language. Calling a mendacious idolation of a depraved sociopath convicted. Fuck you, George Conway. You fucking toad. I don't like him either. I guess I'm filled with a little hate just saying I'm talking about George Conway. Hello, Black Hebrew Israelite, by the way. Nice to see you.
That's right.
And Selected Boys in the house. How you doing? What the hell?
Yeah, boy.
So anyway, Kohl's is pulled out of sponsoring the Republican National Convention. I am someone who votes with my pocketbook. I asked Target for their incessant push for LGBTQ. Now I'll ask Kohl's for bowing to media pressure. Well, wait till you find out what Amazon supports. But I don't care. Look, I go to Kohl's occasionally because whenever I need to return something from Amazon, they have a place you can just return it there and get a receipt, and then you get your refund faster, and then you get 15% off at Kohl's. So whenever I need a new pair of jeans, I can use that little 15% off or whatever. So, but it seems like the department store concept is hurting because of various things, various reasons, internet and whatnot. So there you go. Kohl's probably is going to lose some Republican support, just like Bud Light. But I don't know if it'll be that severe. But Kohl's is already hurting, so they can't really afford to do that. But I think maybe here's the problem. This is that rock and a hard place thing, right? If they support the Republican National Convention, all the Democrats will be all pissed off. If they pull out of the Republican National Convention, all the Republicans are going to be pissed off. And most of them don't even go to Kohl's anyway. So Kohl's is struggling, and it's going to continue to struggle, and that won't help at all. All right, last of the trending topics, GameStop and this guy, what's his name? Ryan Cohen are trending. Apparently GameStop, GameStop's going to, what is this? It's very possible Kenneth Gill, a.k.a. Roy Kitty, a.k.a. Deep Fucking Value, is now a billionaire if GameStop holds above $65 tomorrow. So apparently they just authorized a 75 million share sale. GameStop was in that. Has anyone seen that movie? We just saw it not that long ago about how they kept the people who were trying to beat out the short sellers, and they got the GameStop stock up really high. Well, apparently it's still pretty high, and apparently GameStop was going to authorize a 75 million share sale, and so everyone's like, who was talking about the effect of this. And someone here says today, Roaring Kitty, aka Deep Fucking Value, made nearly $586 million, which is unrealized still, with his GameStop options and shares. He passed Nancy Pelosi in net worth, who has around $350 million. This is the dude that got all these people to, bid up GameStop, and he's still making money off of this. And it's just insane because GameStop even, do they have stores anymore? Well, they must now because they sure got a lot of capital off of this shit. So anyway, breaking, Roy Kitty is said to be a billionaire as GameStop stock surges to $67.50 a share in after-hours trading. If GME opens at or above current levels tomorrow, his shares will be worth $325 million and options worth $700 million for a combined $1 billion. It's crazy. For a game store that is a whole concept of a game store that's dying. It's amazing. It'd be like investing in Blockbuster during its last year in business. You know what I mean? But there you go. That's why those are trending. All right. Now, let's go to the hijacked portion of the show. And so far, it's just you, Gunfox. It's just you. I may never talk about Joy Reid because I got to do Q&A too. And I hope, by the way, if you noticed up on YouTube, at the top of the chat, there's a little bar there. You can ask me anything questions. And, as many of you know, when I say anything, well, we've got just about everything. By the way, anyone read the description of this show today in the on YouTube or Rumble? I mentioned something that I had never heard of before, but the Friday Q&As over the last several weeks have helped me educate myself. Well, sort of, not really. I still don't know what the hell they're talking about when you bring this up, but you will see it if you read the description today. So there you go. You'll know what I'm talking about almost immediately when you read it, if you've been watching this show on Fridays for the last several weeks. That's just a hint. Okay. Moving on. All right, let's get into Gunfox's article here because, this is an update on Hunter Biden trial. So this is good. This is from the BBC, not the good kind, of course. Nope, not that BBC. The other BBC. Hunter Biden's ex-girlfriend panicked after finding a gun. This is the update on the trial. That Hunter Biden's ex-girlfriend has testified that she panicked. Wait a minute, ex-girlfriend? You mean his brother's ex-wife that he started stupping? His ex-girlfriend. What the fuck? Anyway, said that she panicked when she searched his car and found a gun, a moment that set off a chaotic string of events that has brought the president's son to a federal courtroom. Hallie Biden, who is also the widow of the defender's late brother, Bo, said she had discovered the revolver amid piles of clothes and litter in the gloved compartment of Hunter Biden's truck. The Delaware court will begin hearing from 2 more witnesses on Friday as prosecutors present their remaining evidence to jurors. It is unclear if Mr. Biden himself will testify in what is the first trial for the son of a sitting U.S. president. Who cares? The 54-year-old is accused of lying on a form about his drug use when he purchased the gun and ammunition on the 12th of October 2018 in Wilmington, Delaware. He could face up to 25 years in prison if convicted. Now, we know Hunter Biden's not going to prison. And in fact, I gotta be honest, as much as I would love to see him convicted, whatever, just because no one is above the law, right? This whole thing very well could end up being unconstitutional in some ways. I'm just saying there's a possibility. I mean, why would you put out a federal reform for a firearm that requires you to give away your Fifth Amendment rights? Why would you have to even have a federal form for a firearm? And, but that's especially when it's for Democrats. Democrats can have guns when they have drugs, and it's probably not so much for Republicans. And so that's another moot point for this trial. But anyway, Mr. Biden has pleaded not guilty to 3 charges related to his possession of a firearm while allegedly using narcotics. His defense team says he was in recovery at the time, so was truthful when he indicated on the paperwork that he was not a drug user. On Thursday, the court heard from Hallie Biden, a central figure in the case who became romantically involved with her husband's brother, her dead husband's brother. But she was hot. Okay. Ms. Biden, 50, told the court she was embarrassed and ashamed to have started smoking crack cocaine herself after Mr. Biden introduced her to the drug. Oh no, the Biden defense team probably going to try to say it was your crack. And I don't mean the good kind. I am so fucking childish. Anyway, stop it. In often emotional, detailed testimony, she spoke of the pair's volatile on and off relationship and up and down and side to side and all that, as well as their struggles with drug use and agonizing battles to recover. I mean, think about this. Think about this. Hello, Andrew Thorston and Ravon Harris. Think about this. His brother dies. And he not only hits on his widow, but makes her his girlfriend. And then gets her hooked on crack. That's better than one of those Mexican soap operas. It's just, I'm just dumbfounded by the whole situation. It's amazing. It's not incest. Oh, incest is the least bizarre thing about it. Is that even incest? It's not really incest. It's kind of like incest once removed or something. It's amazing. Ms. Biden testified that she had stopped using the drug in August 2018, but that Hunter Biden had continued to use it. Duh. Concerned after seeing Mr. Biden looking exhausted and fearing he could have relapsed into crack use, Ms. Biden told jurors she had searched his truck early in the morning of October 23rd, 2018, something she had frequently done. And if you can name the band, drop it in the chat. There was, among piles of clothes and garbage, she had found remnants of crack cocaine as well as drug paraphernalia. Oh, and the gun, obviously. Good morning, amazing disgrace. I didn't want, almost instantly, she recalled, panic set in. I didn't want him to hurt himself, and I didn't want my kids to find it and hurt themselves, the mother of 2 said. I was afraid to kind of touch it. Is she talking about the gun? I didn't know it was loaded. Fearful, she wrapped the .38 caliber Colt Cobra revolver into a leather pouch, stuffed it into a purple little gift shopping bag, and drove to a nearby grocery store where she threw it in the rubbish bin. Oh, how British of them to call it a rubbish bin. Oh, yes, they put it in the rubbish bin. Yes, Avocado Diablo, that is the Gap Band. You get another bill. Initially, she did not plan to tell Mr. Biden about what she had done, but when he woke up that morning, he realized it was missing. How did he realize it was missing? He opened up the day with a little hit on the pipe. "Did you take that from me, Hallie?" read one angry text shown to jurors. "You really need to help me think right now, Hallie. This is very serious." At his urging, she returned to the store to find the gun, but was unable to. She then filed a police report. "I take the blame," she texted for him from the scene. "I don't want to live like this." It has previously emerged that the weapon was discovered by a man who often rummaged through the grocery store's refuse, garbage, to gather recycled items. Ms. Biden also told the court that she did not see Mr. Biden use crack cocaine in the days leading up to him buying the gun and her disposing of it. As she testified, Hunter Biden appeared to look intently in her direction. Gave her one of these. He also looked back at his wife, Melissa Cohen Biden, who attended each day of the trial so far. That's a picture of him with his current wife. She seems to be a fine individual, doesn't she? How is this guy pulling that? I don't get it. So, Hallie Biden also told the court that it was only after their relationship began that she had learned of Mr. Biden's drug use. She found crack cocaine at her house where he would frequently stay and later repeatedly saw him use the drug. Crack, she said, left him agitated or high-strung, but other times functioning as well. The prosecutor asked on Thursday about a text message Hunter Biden had sent to Ms. Biden the day after he bought the gun, saying he was waiting for a dealer named Mookie. Isn't that great? His name's Mookie. You think Mookie's a brother? I don't know. She told the court that had meant he was buying crack cocaine. 2 days after the gun purchase, he texted Ms. Biden that he was sleeping on a car, smoking crack. How do you sleep and smoke crack at the same time? The series of texts also, this is in the text. The series of texts also included several emotional messages from Ms. Biden in which she pleaded for him to get sober. "I'm afraid you're going to die." One message read. The defendant's lawyer explained the text by suggesting their client had been lying about drug use to avoid seeing Hallie Biden, noting that she had no way of knowing what he was actually doing at the time. Well, ain't no white guy named Mookie. Let me think about that. Nope, you're absolutely right, because to call someone a mook anywhere else would be an insult to a white guy. Let's see. Abby Lowell, Mr. Biden's attorney, asked her whether the request to help me get sober could have referred to alcohol, to which she agreed. Well, could have. Yeah, sure, it could have. Yeah, right. Probably. That's it. That's the ticket. The prosecution's case, however, rests on convincing jurors that he was an addict. Let's just dig through that laptop a little bit. P-Dog, did you ever pick up a pew-pew? You mean, like, do I own one or have I ever used one? I've shot weapons often. I just don't own one. Well, I own one, but I haven't shot that one yet. I'll tell you in a minute. So anyway, the sister-in-law fucker was using crack before and after the gun purchase, and now they're just trying to split hairs on whether or not he was a crack user when he purchased the weapon and filled out the form, which I still think the form's it could end up being unconstitutional. I'm just saying, just you wait for it. All right, let's move on to the next the next fresh hell that Gunfox has sent me. But this one is actually kind of funny because if you know anything about me or if you've been around for a while, you know that one of my favorite natural wonders, forms of nature, would be the waterfall. I've taken trips specifically just to go see waterfalls, often on the North Shore of Lake Superior. One year we went to 19 waterfalls in 4 days. Because they just stopped the whole North Shore. But everywhere we go, we try to see if there's a cool waterfall nearby. Well, this waterfall in China has an interesting special story that Gunfox has sent me. Also coming from the BBC, not the good kind. Not that BBC, sorry. Hiker finds pipe. Wait, no. Hiker finds pipe. Was it Hunter's crack pipe? No. Hunter finds pipe feeding China's tallest waterfall. What?
China is asshole.
What? A controversy over a waterfall has cascaded, see what they did there, into a social media storm in China, even prompting an explanation from the water body itself. Wait, does the water body have a social media presence? A hiker posted a video that showed the flow of water from Yuntai Mountain waterfall, billed as China's tallest uninterrupted waterfall, was coming from a pipe built high into the rock face. The clip has been liked more than 70,000 times since it was first posted on Monday. Operators of the Yuntai Tourism Park said that they made the small enhancement. This small enhancement. This sounds like one of those. A small enhancement to the pipe. Anyway, turn that off. Stop it! What's wrong with me? I don't know. Anyway, operators of the Yuntai Tourism Park said they made a small enhancement to the pipe, small enhancement during the dry season, so visitors would feel that their trip had been worthwhile. The one about how I went through all the hardship to the source of the Yuntai waterfall, only to see a pipe, the caption of the video posted by user Farisvov reads, the topic, the origin of Yuntai waterfall, is just some pipes beginning to trend all over social media. It received more than 14 million views on the Weibo, which is the Chinese version of X or Twitter or whatever, and nearly 10 million views on Douyin, causing such an uproar that local government officials were sent to the park to investigate. They asked the operators to learn a lesson from the incident and explain the enhancements to tourists ahead of time, according to state broadcaster CCTV. The park later posted on behalf of the waterfall saying, I didn't expect to meet everyone this way. The waterfall has its own account. As a seasonal scenery, I can't guarantee that I will be in my most beautiful form every time you come to see me. It adds, I made a small enhancement during the dry season, only so that I would look my best to meet my friends. Located in central Henan province, the 312-meter Yuntai Falls is located inside the Yuntai Mountain Geopark, a UNESCO global geopark. Geez, something related to the UN being fraudulent? No way. Can't believe it. Millions of visitors travel there every year, drawn by geological formations that date back more than 1 billion years. Park officials, wait a minute, I thought the Earth was only 3,000 years old or something like that. Anyway, no, millions of visitors travel there every year. Oh, I already said that. Park officials told CCTV that the water they used to pump water into the falls was spring water, adding that it would not damage the natural landscape. Many social media users appeared to be understanding the situation. No, fuck that. It's some fake shit. I don't want to see a fake. Look, there's a lot of places that have really cool fake waterfalls. Like, for example, in Green Bay, Wisconsin, there's a park that has a really cool, it's a fake waterfall, but it's just not as cool when it's fake. I want a natural ass waterfall. And if it's dry, then it should be dry. And when it's the wet time, it should be the wet time. No, I'm not going to play the music again. Anyway, unbelievable. I'm just saying. Here you go.
China is asshole.
That's all I got to say. That's all we're doing. Next. Okay, this one in the Daily Mail, and this is a little more interesting. Now, this is a Darwin Award, and Gunfox did drop this in the chat, but I'm going to go through this one anyway. And then we'll go to Q&A, okay? So don't get your panties in a bunch there, Q&A fans. You know who I'm talking to. Anyway, this is the latest Darwin Award. Where did this happen? This happened in Mexico. I've seen 2 incidents like this where a dumbass decided that they wanted to get a selfie near a train and then got hit by it. Mom, 29, who died in front of her young son in a horrific accident when she stood too close to the tracks for a selfie as vintage steam train roared past. A woman who was killed in a Mexican town by a vintage steam train after standing too close. Okay, that's the same as the sentence. Standing too close to the track for a selfie has been identified as 29-year-old teacher Dulce Alondra. According to Spanish-speaking broadcaster Noticias Telemundo, Alondra was with her young son when she was struck by a locomotive known as the Empress on Tuesday. In a video, she can be seen telling the child to stay low and away from the train, but the single mom of one who was standing up on a small hill posing for a selfie got a step too close, resulting in the accident. The young boy was reportedly not injured, but has been left orphaned. It's a sad story, I got to tell you. The tragedy happened in the town of Nopala de Villagran, 60 miles northwest of Mexico City. Yeah, this is just before she was struck. I mean, I don't want to show the video on here. Just prior to the woman being struck, a voice can be heard warning people to stay far away from the train. Authorities have reminded residents that they should stand at least 33 feet. At least 33 feet. That's a very specific distance. Is that like social distancing? Like if you stand 33 feet from the train, you'll not inhale any of the cold dust or whatever. Anyway, 33 feet from the tracks and should never try to climb on any railway equipment or infrastructure for better views. Tributes have been paid to the mom of one. Angel Salvador wrote after the tragedy on Facebook, referring to Dulce by her full name, "Rest in peace, Dulce Alondra Garcia Hernandez. I'm going to miss you, my friend." So there is a video you can watch. I don't want to watch it on here, at least. Every year, hundreds of people around the world would suffer serious accidents or lose their lives trying to get the perfect image for social media. Another, in a more strongly worded message, said her recklessness killed her. Alondra's funeral will take place today in her native town of Huichapan. Huichapan? Something like that. 25 miles from the spot where she lost her life. And then, this explains it. It's a Canadian train. No, Canadians. Okay, it's not the Canadians' fault, people. It's dumbass Darwin Award winner. What's her name? Alondra. The Canadian Pacific 2816, aka the Empress, was built in Montreal in December 1930 and is the one of its type, an HB1 464 Hudson-type steam locomotive that still survives intact. Until this past spring, the train has been out of commission. Since 2012, the train began its final spike steam tour in Calgary in April, and ends it ends on June 7th in Mexico City. I'm surprised they haven't shut down the train since then, but anyway. Because, that's what they do. Some dumbass jumps in front of the train and dies, and then they shut down, make it the person who operates the train's fault. Anyway, oh my God. Well, one less illegal border jumping. Damn, GD! Damn! That's cold, man. Ban assault trains. Yes, we're going to ban assault trains. Anyway, she's definitely a Darwin Award winner. And on that note, I was going to talk about Joy Reid and Byron Donalds, but today is Friday free-for-all, and that was the free-for-all ending in a train. Hello! Oh, my God. No. Wait a minute. No, I did not say that. Shut up. Turn that music off. God damn it. Hello, Steph Colonel. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Hotep Nation in the house. All right, let's get to Friday Q&A because it's Friday and that's when we do Q&A. Let me pop out the Q&A window special so I can read it next to the chat, and then I don't get to see my face when I do this. But here we go, Friday Q&A time. And I hope somebody did the requisite spacer because I didn't. Well, I can't do it. You know, it's funny when you put up a question box, I can't put anything in it to make sure that there's space or space. Oh, well, let's see what happened here. Oh, and it's okay. So, by the way, you can still add questions to the Friday Q&A if you want. That's up to you. It's just something we do every Friday. Ask me anything. And when I say anything, as you've learned, people will ask me just about anything. I was not in a Q&A mindset this morning, so I did not add much. Oh, you're not. Oh, that's weird. It feels a little bit naked up in there. Okay. Anyway, let's start. The first question of the day is, Lord Stanhope, what's for dinner? Well, I'm not sure because Lady Boomer don't always plan in advance. Although she did just put a pot roast in. That actually it's going to be some shredded beef, some barbacoa style pot roast. So maybe some kind of tacos with barbacoa, or she might set that aside and we might grill some Ambassador hot dogs because we just bought a bunch of those too. My favorite hot dogs, by the way, Ambassador skin on, old style hot dogs. Good shit. Make some Chicago dogs out of them. So there you go. That's what's for dinner, and definitely some potato salad because we have some potato salad that bought a couple days ago that if we don't eat it now, we may never get to eat it. There you go. Cheers. That's what's for dinner. Anna Lynn asks, are self-replicating franken ants, do they have a larger impact than bullet ants? Well, obviously not, because the bullet ants are like bullets, so they have a greater impact. That's my answer. Anna Lynn asks, will the presidential debate happen? Ooh. You know what? That might have to be a poll question. And I don't mean, oh God, my mind is in the gutter today. Here, I'll put that question up to you guys. Will the presidential debates happen? My personal answer probably is they probably won't. There you go. You can. Everyone else can. We'll vote on that one. Do you think the presidential debates will actually happen? I'm feeling like they won't. Anyway, Avocados Diabli asks, so exactly how many times has Pat Sajak nailed Vanna White, do you think? Well, they started the show when they were fairly young, and both of them were, what do you call that word? They're still agile, and, I got, they 42 years together. You think they have or not? You can just add the chat. At least once. Was she single when they started that show? Was he single? Were either of them? Because that was 40 freaking 2 years ago. He was in his 30s. She was 20 something. She was 24, 26. She was 26 when they started the show. And they're just decent looking people. And she got the show somehow. So I'll say at least once. Lord Stanhope, T or A? Oh, good God. I prefer a well-rounded woman, but not like Miss Alabama. Did y'all see about this Miss Alabama? That's not. No, let me stop. Not actually Miss Alabama. I thought I had that as one of the trending topics today too, but apparently I didn't. She's not really Miss Alabama though. She's just like some minor pageant, like not like Miss Alabama and the Miss America pageant or the Miss Alabama and the Miss Universe pageant, whatever. This is some other pageant of some sort. But they got this. I mean, in fact, when I first saw the picture, you know that the God, I don't want to say tranny, but I can't think of any other word. That trans fat dude that thinks he's a girl and whatever, he shows up on like the whatever podcast and all that. I thought it was that dude when I first saw it. That's how fat this woman is. She is, this ain't, I mean, not just fat, like fat's cool. I don't mind being a little fat, but this is one of those, like my 600-pound life fat. Won some beauty pageant. And I don't get it. Why? And certainly she's not the model of health at all, but anyway, you got to look that one up. All right. Lord Stanhope asked, if beauty is truth and truth is beauty, why is truth often so ugly? Because, well, to have truth, you got to have some brains, and which means you got to use your brains. And sometimes beauty doesn't have to use their brains, so they don't get a good workout on the truth part. Is that a good answer? I don't know. I doubt it. Lord Stanhope asks, what's worse, drinking with Bill Cosby or showering with Harvey Weinstein? Now, look, I don't know about any Harvey Weinstein showering incidents, but at least Harvey Weinstein's, if there was a showering incident, at least he did some persuasion of some sort that maybe didn't involve being drugged. So I'm going to say drinking with Bill Cosby, because if what they said he did is true, he just up and, they didn't have, yeah. I mean, granted, those girls with Harvey Weinstein, the women, well, it wasn't just girls, with Harvey Weinstein, at least they got something out of it. They got a movie part or something. I don't know. Drinking with Bill Cosby, all you got was a headache and I'm going, what the hell happened to me? So I'm saying drinking with Bill Cosby's worse. Lord Stanhope asks, who should I feel more pity for? Rekieta's kids or Diddler's protege? Oh, Diddy's proteges? That's tough. Look, I personally, I just feel sorry for Rekieta's kids, and I'm not hating on Rekieta either. I hope that, me, I'm a friendly relationship with Nick, as tangential as it is, but I want Nick to rise from the ashes and do well. He apparently did a stream yesterday. I'm going to go watch that. I watched part of it this morning, but it hadn't completely the replay hadn't been rendered yet, but Diddy forced a lot of people to do things, at least allegedly. And I feel sorry for the proteges too, but I think the Requetas can come back from this if they are determined to, and I hope they do. So that's about the best answer I can give you. Selected Boy asks, what did Marcellus Wallace look like? I don't know who Marcellus Wallace is. I need to look that up. Marcellus Wallace. I have no idea who that is. Is that a character? He's a gang boss and husband to Mia Wallace from Pulp Fiction. He's the boss of Vincent Vega, Jules Winfield, Butch Coolidge. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, is he the dude played by, was he played by Ving Rhames? Ving Rhames? Is that the dude? No, you're thinking Avocados Diablo, you're thinking Wynton Marsalis. Oh, okay, I see. He looked like Jasmine. No, Marcellus Wallace is the dude played by Ving Rhames, I believe, in Pulp Fiction. So that's who he looks like, Ving Rhames. Let's see. Lord Stanhope asks, is breakfast truly the foundation of a healthy diet? I have no idea. I just like breakfast because I try to make that my biggest meal of the day. I usually have sausages, 3 or 4 eggs and some toast and whatever. And then my last meal of the day is always the smallest. If I eat an evening meal, I pretty much eat breakfast and lunch. And if I have dinner, it's really something light. Or a lot of times I'll just be eating pistachios while watching a movie with Lady Boomer. Lord Stand-Up asks, what's for lunch today? I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Usually on Fridays, I have a slice of breakfast pizza. And this is then as I just talk about my big breakfast. Usually on Fridays, for whatever reason, I've had this tradition of going out to breakfast on Fridays for the last couple of years. Well, more than a couple of years, probably the last 10 years. And I used to go to like a restaurant, a breakfast restaurant, but I would never make it to my show if I did it now. So now I stop at Casey General Store in Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, and grab a slice of breakfast pizza. Now, if you've never had breakfast pizza from a Casey's General Store, there's a list of the best convenience store foods in every state around the country. And the breakfast pizza at Casey's General Store was the top pick from places in Iowa. And it's a little convenience store chain that started in Iowa, and for whatever reason, they have a little pizzeria in every Casey General Store. It's a convenience store, and they started out in all these small towns, so a lot of small towns didn't have a place that made pizza, so that was nice. And they have really good pizza, but one of their specialties is they have breakfast pizza. Like, so for example, this morning I had a breakfast pizza that has instead of a red sauce, it's a cream sauce, and then it has scrambled eggs and usually, obviously, mozzarella cheese. And you can get either bacon or you can get breakfast sausage. Or today I had one that had just veggies, green peppers and onions. And it was really good. And that's what I had for breakfast today. Is it the foundation of a healthy diet? I don't know. But what's for lunch? I haven't figured it out yet. That's usually a decision on the fly. Lord Stanhope asks, what do you actually buy at Kohl's? Well, not Kohl's, not Coals. It's Kohls. Kohl's is a department store, much like, I'm going to list a few. Much like Macy's, much like Dayton's, if you've ever heard of Dayton's, just like Marshall Field's, just like, and I would say it in Wisconsin for a long time, it was probably on the scale of Marshall Field's. Now, I don't know if it is so much anymore, and does Marshall Field's even exist, or did Macy's buy them out? But anyway, it's that type of department store. In Omaha, it was Brandeis, and some places in Iowa was Yonkers, and every city's had their own little department store. Well, Kohl's is one of those that expanded out from Milwaukee and then throughout Wisconsin, and now they've got stores pretty much all over the country, very much like some of those others. So yeah, you buy clothes, like you can buy jeans, like Levi's. They have a perfume counter. They have housewares in the back. It's just basically a big department store. Lord Stanhope asks, you've been offered 4 liters of the best German beer imaginable, but you have to drink it at the Heinrich Himmler Beer Garden. Do you go? Yeah, in 2024, yeah, I do. Hell the fucking yeah, because that would be, I'd be in Germany again, and I love traveling around Germany, I found out when we went on that river cruise, and Heinrich Himmler is dead, so I'm okay with that now. Now, had it been in 1941, I might not have gone, because I'm not sure. Well, actually, the Germans were okay with brown people because they had a bunch of Africans fight for them down in Africa. I don't know. Probably not then. But now, yeah, it's just a historical site that has beer, and beer is good for you. All right, next. Lord Stanhope asks, how many BTUs do I need to refrigerate a 700 square foot room? I don't know. What? Do BTUs heat anything? I've never heard of that in that way. It would be negative BTUs, wouldn't it? I don't know. I don't know how much a British thermal unit is anyway. So I'm sorry, I don't know the answer. Maybe someone in the chat can answer that. All right. Avocados Diablo asks, what did the self-repeating franken ants offer you that turned you to their side and against the dinosaurs. By the way, it is Dinosaur Appreciation Month, which I keep forgetting to say. And fortunately today, maybe it's just because in my chat, but my stream hasn't died yet. Knock on whatever this is. I included the self-repeating franken ants have just by proximity, because you guys keep talking about them. The self-repeating franken ants have grown on me that I how can I help but not appreciate them over the dinosaurs? But the dinosaurs, you got your month, kind of like the rainbow flag people and everybody else that gets their month, except you white people, because every month's white people month. So anyway, that's what I think I answered the question. I have no idea. Avocado Stiabi says, if a potato leaves New York City while driving at 60 miles per hour and a potato leaves LA driving at 75 miles per hour, when will they meet, and who the fuck is giving potatoes a driver's license and letting them behind the wheel? Before I got to the second half of the question, I was thinking the same thing. How the hell did they get driver's license? And do potatoes even have hands? So, in fact, here's what I would say. I'd say they will never meet, because before the one potato leaves New York City and before the other potato leaves Los Angeles, the car will be in a ditch. So there you go. Lord Stanhope asks, what's better, a gun that shoots swords or a cannon that shoots lions, tigers, and bears? Oh my. What a question is that? Well, let's see. Here's the problem. If you have a cannon that shoots lions, tigers, and bears, I can't imagine that the lions, tigers, or the bears would survive the trip, okay? And at least if you had a gun that shoots swords, it'd be probably a bitch to reload, but at least you have something that's a little more reliable and whatnot. So there you go. And plus, cannons are not very mobile. You can't, gun, you'd just be like, here, gun, shoot a sword, shoot a sword, shoot a sword. Cannon, you got to fill it up, reload, and all that shit. That takes too long to reload. Lord Stanhope asks, salami, bologna, gabagool, what's the best deli meat? Deli meat is ass. So none of them. Although, honestly, if you have a good salami, it's okay. I'll say salami is the best of those. I don't even know what gabagool is. That sounds like something that comes out of your nose in the fall. Lord Stanhope asks, what's worse, drinking raw sewage or kissing camel toe on her lips? No, not the ones on her face. Oh, excuse me. Okay, answered that question. Doesn't matter. There you go. All right. Lord Stanhope asks, by chance, was the pipe a sewer pipe? Oh, the pipe that was pumping out the waterfall in China? No, I don't think so. It said it was spring water, so no, it was not a sewer pipe. Avocados Diablo asks, did the dumb Mexican train lady at least get the perfect image? I would hate to think she went to all the trouble of getting killed and didn't get the perfect shot. I am curious now. I didn't even think of that. Do you think that they pulled the shot off the camera just before she got hit? They did have a photo of in that article of her just before she got hit, just as the train was coming, but before it knocked her to the ground. It's kind of, it is sad, but especially if she's telling your kid to stay away from the train. It's not cool. Lord Stanhope says, will you have a good weekend? Most of my weekends are good. And this weekend, we're finally going to have a weekend where it's not raining. My God, we've had so much rain, which is good because, don't have to water my lawn, and I had to plant some new grass, and I didn't have to keep watering that shit. But my God, it's been raining look, every spring, the Minnesota River near us kind of goes into a kind of a flood stage and goes into the floodplains down by another town here. And we didn't get much snow this year. So the snow, we didn't get that snow melt thing. And so I'm like, oh gosh, we're going to be in drought. Oh, by the way, all this rain, and I know if you're anywhere in the upper half of the 48, the lower 48 states, you've been getting a lot of rain and if you're in the East Coast, it's hitting you now, but we just had a lot of it recently. Remember, that's more proof of global warming because, they've been talking about droughts for years, right? And then all of a sudden we got a year where we just can't stop the rain. Well, that too, the droughts of the last few years and the extra rain from this year is also more proof of global warming. So there you go. It's important to do that. Yes, I will have a good weekend though. Now that we thought we were supposed to go to a graduation party tomorrow, and then we realized it's not till next week. So now Lady Boomer and I are probably going to just go roaming somewhere. We might, you know what? Funny, the next question, listen to the next question. Selected Boy says, would you ever go spelunking one day? Funny you should ask that because we're probably going to go, now that we don't have anything to do. I have a concert tomorrow. Our choir, the Bloomington choir that I'm a part of, we sing in the morning at the Bloomington Farmers Market. But then we might go down to some caves down in southern Minnesota. It's a state park in Minnesota that has a 13-mile cave underground, and they have it all lit up. And there's an underground lake, and the other cave a little farther south has an underground waterfall. We've done that, and it's not necessarily like pure spelunking, like exploring, but it is going through caves. And yes, I would do that because I think it was fascinating seeing underground open formations like that. So yes, Lord Stanhope, what would you like for dinner tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday. Let's just say beef. I'll just leave it at that. Amazing Disgrace asks, as a knight, can you be enlisted to defend the kingdom? I guess I'm wondering what kingdom. I suppose if I went home, not home, but like my ancestral home in Nigeria, that would be probably it'd probably be a prerequisite that, all the males defend the kingdom. So maybe, sure. Shrapnel asks, hi Shrapnel, asks if the force is female. Now, does that mean that Harvey Weinstein's ex-assistants held the force down for Harvey? I'm not sure I'm understanding the question, but sure. Yeah, I think that's probably exactly what it means. I'm just saying. Avocados Diabli says, why do particular potato chip flavors tend to come in particular potato chip styles? For example, you don't see a lot of ridged barbecue or normal sour cream and cheddar. I'm saying you're working off a false premise there, Avocados Diabli. I've seen ridged barbecue chips, and I have seen just smooth ass sour cream and cheddar. In fact, Lay's has a sour cream and cheddar. Just that is strictly potato chips, and then they also make the Ruffles, which are also sour cream and cheddar. Now, the question is, like the super hot ones, like they have a ridged super hot shit. I don't know. I don't make potato chips. I look like I'm fucking from Idaho? Come on. Avocados Diabli, is this the last question? No, but do not add any more questions to the mix because I got to finish up here. Avocados Diabli asks, the Minnesota River near you, is there more than one? That there could even be one not near you? Okay, let me clarify. The Minnesota River flows through much of Minnesota. In fact, Minnesota River flows weirdly, mostly from south to north, which is unusual for a river. It flows from south to north, then it curves up near to where I live, and then it flows around to where I live, and then it flows south again, and it connects with the Mississippi River eventually. Now, if I say the Minnesota River near me, Perhaps I should say near the portion of the Minnesota River that is closest to where I live, because the Minnesota River transverses, and I don't think they use the word properly, a large portion of the state, going from way down over that way to way around up over this way and then way back over that way. I hope that helps you understand what I meant. Thank you. Avocados Diabli asks, is this the actual, real, honest God last question? No, it is not. The last question goes to Select a Boy. Yeah, boy. And this is the last question. Select a Boy asked, what is it that people don't get that a minimum is not and never will be a minimum wage? Well, Select a Boy, I must say, this is an economic question that you might want to ask someone who has some economic expertise. And then I'm saying that the fact that the people don't get that a minimum wage is not and will never be a minimum wage, because they're morons. That's the actual answer, and that's it for Q&A today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on the Morning Night Live on this Friday free-for-all. You have been more than exemplary guests at my show, I hope. And in fact, oh my gosh, 26 people here now, and there are 24 likes. That's fan-fucking-tastic. But again, I'm here Monday through Friday, as you know. I'm going to drop the links, even the ones I didn't get to, talking about Joy Reid and Byron Donalds. That's a stupid controversy, and Joy Reid's biatch. And but did I say that out loud? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. That's it. I don't think I'm going to do anything internet-wise this weekend. I hope. Oh, Cool Frog, what's up? Thanks for being here, and I hope to see you all next week. I want to grow this channel. I don't know why, after 7 or 8 years or whatever long I've been on here, that the channel doesn't grow. Probably because YouTube doesn't help me out that much. But you guys are fucking awesome. So this is why I keep doing it, because I have fun talking to y'all. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I gotta go. My name is, of course, P-Dog Knight, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Have a fan-fucking-tastic weekend. Hey, this is P-Dog Knight, and thank you for watching today on the P-Dog Knight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cash App, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm P-Dog Knight, and I'm out of here.